What's going on, guys? It's Policies here, and welcome back to a brand new episode. So as you guys have probably already heard, which has been big news already, that Donald Trump went on the Dr. Oz show to really talk about his health and some of the issues that he might be having. But of course, it was a very Trumpiest or type of Trump kind of show that he always does. He pretty much completely ran over Dr. Oz and showed Dr. Oz that he has perfect and 100% unquestionable, amazing, godly health for being a 70-year-old man. It was a quite surreal moment when Donald Trump was on there, because when he was on this show, there was literally no exams. There was no verification of the patient's data. There was just a few basic questions like, you look great, do you feel good? Those type of questions. There was no real doctor-patient relationship going on. It was more of just Dr. Oz looking at these papers that could have came from anywhere and kind of just smiling and saying, hey, yeah, you are in perfect health. So as you could see, Dr. Oz, who used to be quite respectable a few years ago, really just ran over or kind of just didn't question anything about Trump. Just let whatever Trump said be the truth. Those documents could have easily been made up anywhere. He could have just said, hey, told his doctor, write some papers that say I'm in excellent physical health. Tell everybody that, quote, the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency, and just put it out there. And Dr. Oz, the little weak doctor, will accept it. And he did. And this just goes back to the main issues in this election, is that journalists, which is really scary, but even journalists are scared to ask Donald Trump the hard questions. They don't actually want to verify the truth. They accept everything he says as truth. And I'm not saying everything Trump says is a lie. There's some things he says is true. We definitely have a trade problem. There are issues with immigration, but there should be some type of verification process. There should be a media out there that is trying to figure out what he's saying is true or not. And this really came to light last week during a commander-in-chief forum, in which Matt Lawyer literally got crushed and ran over by Donald Trump. Donald Trump straight up lied on the show and said that he never supported the Iraq War. And when Matt Lawyer's getting ready to talk, he just says, excuse me, and just pushes over Matt Lauer, and it told everybody he wasn't for the Iraq War, and people bought it. So this was the same issue in Dr. Oz. Does Donald Trump have health problems? Honestly, I would think he probably doesn't. He seems to be quite healthy. He doesn't do any exercise, though. He eats a lot of junk food. But for 70 years old, I think he's probably doing all right. But there should be a deeper analysis on what's going on. Hillary Clinton is going through the gutter right now, getting slammed everywhere she goes. Not only do people think she has pneumonia, but there's people out there that are saying that she has dementia and Parkinson's disease. And there's even some so-called doctors that are saying that she will be dead within a year or two because she has some type of hardcore dementia that's going to wipe out her brain. But nobody's asking these questions of Donald Trump. And honestly, if maybe Donald Trump does have a neurological problem. I mean, the guy lies consistently, almost on a daily basis. He still won't even admit that Barack Obama was born in the U.S. He still denies that. And he still denies that he didn't go to the Iraq War. Maybe he has some type of brain issue in which he just forgets everything he says, or maybe he's just a liar. That's something that, we just won't know. But going back to this health issue on Dr. Oz, I gotta admit, I was looking forward to actually watching it. I mean, it's Donald Trump on Dr. Oz show, but it was just pandering, and it was completely sketched out, and there were no questions by the crowd. There were no questions by Dr. Oz. It was quite pathetic, and I think we all kind of expected it. Once again, Donald Trump gets a pass. Nobody's going to question him, and he's going to go off looking like the most healthiest man ever in the world. It's really sad. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, and safe day. Peace.